Hey there everybody, Seth Campbell here again. Figured it's been so long since the last time I posted Segue Says that I'd do two today. Filming this is the same day as the More Than a Feeling Don't Dream It's Over Segue. And I'm on the other side of the apartment, so that can only mean one thing. Time for a guitar segue. Just the second of its kind, I believe. There aren't too many because I'm really not a good guitar player. But this one works best on guitar because it's all about the rhythmic groove of two songs. And the two songs this time are Proud Mary by Creedence Clearwater Revival, which a lot of people know as the Rollin' on the River song, and Stuck in the Middle with You by Stealers Wheel. So, again, these are songs I'm sure you've heard in some form or another. Proud Mary, of course, is a lot of play to Memphis. Bought a lot of bang down in New Orleans, but I never saw the good side of the city till I got a ride on the riverboat Queen. Big wheel keep on turning, Proud Mary keep on burning. Now I'm rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Got this awesome riff here. This is kind of the groove for the verse, which is very important for our purposes. Then Stuck in the Middle with You by Stealers Wheel holds a special place in my heart because it was meant to imitate Bob Dylan. Not quite in the way I tend to imitate Bob Dylan, but it was done in the Bob Dylan style. And the best part of that story is that Bob Dylan eventually covered it. The Steve Miller Band also covered it. They made it pretty famous, but the version you hear in the background of a lot of TV commercials or movie trailers tends to be the original Stealers Wheel version, even though they recorded a few different versions of it, which is another story altogether. The most famous was released as part of the soundtrack to Reservoir Dogs. That's the version you tend to hear most. A little fun historical fact for the day. And that one, as I'm sure you know, goes something like this. Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got the feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair. Don't know how I'm gonna get down the stairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. There you go. And for those of you who've been following the Segue Says quasi-podcast for a while now, you probably already see where this is going. But for those who maybe aren't quite as familiar with these, I'll proceed anyway. So this is another one of those in and out segues where you can really essentially start with either song, go into the other one, do the whole song, and then come back to where you started if you want to, or you don't have to. The way I tend to do this is Proud Mary first into Stuck in the Middle with You, and then a chorus of Proud Mary at the very end of that. Because Proud Mary just starts off with such an awesome progression. If I were to start with Stuck in the Middle with You, then that would kind of be in the middle stuck in the middle of the... So never mind. Going down a bad road there of inevitable jokes and bad puns. The point I'm trying to make here is that that's so epic, particularly to come out of silence before the song. I like to put it in the beginning, but you can do it however you want, really. Matter of fact, if you started with Stuck in the Middle of You, you probably wouldn't play that until the end of Proud Mary. You'd probably just go straight into the verse. But that's neither here nor there, because the way I'm going to demonstrate it is Proud Mary into Stuck in the Middle with You. So you have, say, your final chorus of Proud Mary. Big wheel keep on turning, and Proud Mary keep on burning. Yeah, I'm rolling, yeah, rolling, I'm rolling on the river. Yeah, I'm rolling, rolling, yeah, rolling on the river. play the groove as if you were going to do another verse of Proud Mary. Instead, just sing this. Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got the feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair. And I don't know how I'm gonna get down the stairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you, and don't know what it is I should do. It's so hard to keep a smile from my face, losing control, I'm all over the place. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. I think there's a bridge part to that one. And then at the very end of Stuck in the Middle with You, you could end it the way I do. I mean, they tend to fade out. The way I like to end it is, I'm stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you. If you wanted to end it there, you could. And when I play that one on its own, that's how I do. Alternatively, you could go on once again as if there was going to be another verse to Stuck in the Middle with You. So, the last chorus is I'm stuck in the middle with you. Big wheel keep on turning, Proud Mary keep on burning, burn out, I'm rolling, yeah, rolling, I'm rolling on the river. Rolling, yeah, rolling, rolling on the river. My bad attempt at sort of a soulful vocal ending there. But you get the picture. So that's how those two songs can work together. Now, this is another one of the, I mean, I love to perform all of these, but that's probably one of the most seamless in and out segues. If I wanted to, and there's one segue that I'm sure I'll eventually get around to recording that I do this. I could really do a verse of one, a verse of the other, a verse of the first one again, verse of the second one, the bridge of the first one, the bridge of the second one. You know, I could literally just slice and dice them together, because particularly with solo guitar. With a full band, I don't know if it would work quite as well. But it could still be done, I'm sure. But this is one of the ones I love to perform, you know, back when I was doing those Clover shows. For those of you who remember those, I remember one night in particular, I did a cool jam that, and one of the employees, Eva, who worked at the Clover, came up to me afterwards and said, "That thing you did was so cool with Proud Mary and Stuck in the Middle with You, because I went back to get some stuff in the kitchen and I came back, you were playing Stuck in the Middle with You, and I thought, did he stop in between these songs? And then I heard you do Proud Mary again, so I guess you didn't." And, you know, that's the kind of reaction I'm going for. I do these transitions, you know, obviously because it's fun for myself and kind of self-indulgent. I get to play, you know, multiple songs in one for the fun of it, but it keeps an audience guessing. You know, it kind of plays with them a little bit, and they hear songs in context with each other that they hadn't thought about before. It just, you know, it gives them a laugh for a moment or something to think about. Maybe connects to artists or genres they hadn't really thought of in the same context before. So that's really why I do these. And that one in particular, just I love to tell that story, because that really is the essence of why I do this, and, you know, why I create these videos as well, to explain this. Because, you know, this is one of those little quirky hobbies of mine. I like to string songs together in ways you might not expect. So, you know, I have fun doing it. Hopefully you have fun checking these out. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.